prematurity actually is, like how big of a problem, and that you don't really see it because you're growing up, and once you start realizing the world around you, you don't really think about when you were a baby. And I was just wondering, like, if people in the audience could raise their hands if they were born premature, so you could see how many people. So there are a few people, and they happen to be speaking later today. So I just wanted to let you see that it actually is a problem, and it's with your colleagues and people around you. And I'd like to introduce a few of my friends, Brittany and Victoria Maiden, and they'll talk about their experience with being born premature.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming out. I'm Victoria.
I'm Brittany.
And if you don't know who we are the baton twirlers at all of the University of Virginia football games. If you guys come out, that's God's calling for us, so we're really happy to be here. On February 14th, 1991, Valentine's Day, Brittany and I were both born 2 pounds 11 ounces, which was a severe emotional pain and financial pain for my parents, but also, as you can see, a huge blessing for them. Where a normal pregnancy lasts 38 weeks, my mom's pregnancy only lasts 26. So we were born at the 26th gestational week. Doctors said that we wouldn't grow up to play sports, we wouldn't, be highly active, and if we did survive, we wouldn't grow up to be 100% healthy. And clearly we proved that wrong, and we're so very happy that that happened. But for some babies, that's not always possible. Ever since the age of 5, we've been twirling baton, and we couldn't have found another sport that represents us so well. Whether we were twirling individually or together, we knew growing up that this was something we wanted to continue. So today, the athletic department has dubbed us the Saber Twins, and we're so proud to be advocating for this organization because, unfortunately, babies like we were can't always have the opportunity to grow up and live their dream like we're living ours. We were very lucky to survive among the 13 million babies that are born prematurely each year, because nearly 2 million of those babies don't make it.
Victoria and I are very blessed to have such incredible parents who had saved up for our college degree before we were even born. They had funded so much for us and had planned for us, but didn't plan for us to be born too soon. All of their hard-working salaries and money saved up went straight toward the NICU bill, numerous checkups, surfactants, and vaccinations we needed to ensure that we could be the healthiest children growing up. For me personally, I was born with a hearing loss, a hearing impairment, and to this day it still affects me. I think it took till I was about 5 for my parents to notice.
She was really good at hiding it.
Yeah, I was very good at hiding it. Apparently my mom told me that I would always have a TV about, and she was kind of curious as to why, but Victoria would always come and turn it down. Also, when my mom would ask, my parents would ask us what we wanted for dinner, I didn't really hear her. So Victoria always whisper in my ear, tell me what to say. And it was really cool because, I don't know, to this day to hear that, it's really awesome. So where I used to be really dependent on Victoria, she's kind of come up to be like a hero to me. And it's really awesome to have someone like that there. It wasn't just me, it was the both of us. And also, I think my lungs collapsed 4 times when I was born, and hers twice. And trying to think what else. I have a birthmark on my right shoulder, so if you're ever at a game and you can't notice which one's which, I'm the one with the birthmark on my right shoulder, okay? And she's about 1.5 inches taller than me. Her poof kind of felt bigger than mine. But not until 2 years ago did we really realize how incredibly lucky we were. But as a pair, to be here at this amazing university, to be living, to be breathing, day after day knowing how much else we could be faced with. God has truly blessed us and has called us to share our story. And just 20 years ago, my dad stood in the hospital with my head fitting in the palm of his hand. It is truly an eye-opening fact to be two of the nearly 1,500 premature babies born each day.
And just touching on that fact, Brittany and I aren't ashamed to say this, but as Dr. Boyle touched on, you know, you do have those kind of learning disabilities growing up, and we didn't have one that was specifically titled, but, you know, we were two of the people that kind of, you know, we almost didn't get it, but, you know, we were just going to play along like we did in class. And Bernie and I did attend Piedmont Virginia Community College for 2 years, our first 2 years here, and the band did fun for us to twirl. And so we're coming into this world. This is our actual first year here, but we're technically third years. But just another inspiring, it inspires me every day that we're here, just knowing that we could do it, no matter how many people doubted us. Today that we hope our story touches your hearts, our steps were made possible by our parents' finances, but once again, we're a very small percentage of a premature pair that survived. All across our nation, babies are born too soon and are struggling to survive in the neonatal intensive care units, waiting to take their first steps. You may be sitting there thinking you don't have enough money to give to these babies, but you sure do have time. Form a competition with your peers to who can raise the most funds for the March of Dimes. Take a Saturday and go sign up for March for Babies. I can assure you that me or both of us will be on the list for surrounding areas in Charlottesville. And just know that time is the most important factor. And for a lot of premature babies, the time's ticking. And your hours spent advocating for the March of Dimes could just so happen to save their lives.
Today you took the first step. You came to listen. You came to gain awareness. Now that you have it, what will you do?
May our testimony inspire you to give to those babies and those parents facing emotional, physical, and financial struggles. Donate.